Hey, leadership team. The week of Christmas, I'm so excited. Thanks for taking a minute and watching this video. I just want to celebrate a couple things with you and look forward to the new year. The first thing I want to do is I want to celebrate you. And I just have to say, I love calling you family. And I really want you to hear that from my heart. I love calling you family. I love serving with you and seeing what we can do together. And I've got to tell you, after 15 years of ministry, I don't think I've ever had this much fun and seen God do so much through a group of people around me. Um, and honestly, I can't believe all that you've done this year. And I actually just want to take a minute and tell you where we ended in three specific areas with our measurables for the year. We set a goal before we even launched to have 125 groups by the end of the year, to launch with 100 groups. And I am so excited to tell you, not only obviously we launched with 100 groups and you met that goal because of all your hard work, but we did not end with 125 life groups. We ended with 165 life groups for 2015. With our group engagement, check this out, over 70% of our adult attenders are involved in a life group right now. I want to see that climb to over 90% next year. We have 9.5 people per group, which means we have room in groups to grow, and there is a lot of opportunity set up for what God's going to do. We also saw 126 people go through Kazone this year, and our goal was 125. So Maddie and her team have been knocking out of the park. So many of you were involved in our Kazone here on the campus this year. So what you have done is amazing, and it's nothing short of God's work in your lives and in using you. And I can't wait to see what happens in 2016. And let me tell you where we're going next year. Two different things. We are going to have an absolutely ginormous influence in the kingdom next year. The first thing, I want to focus on your growth next year. We are going to model in our lives what it means to be a fully devoted follower of Christ. And the first step to getting life groups deeper is to make sure our lives are getting deeper. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to go through together 4 different things next year as a leadership team. We're going to study our personalities next year with the Myers-Briggs personality profile. We're going to go through an assessment called Strengths Finder. We are going to go through an emotional intelligence assessment, and then we're going to do a leadership assessment called PACE that Life Church has created. It is going to be all about building you into stronger Christ followers and building us into better leaders on the campus. The other thing we're going to do, we're going to focus on your growth, and we're also going to focus on your influence. Next year, connections with leaders is going to be a big focus. From onboarding to supporting them, we're going to focus on connecting with leaders and driving those relationships deep, driving the spiritual depth deep. And we're going to do this in a lot of different ways. Chelsea's going to take care of all the programming and project coordination for you. I'm really excited about Kazone next year. I'm really excited about what God's doing in our men on the church, in the church, and I think He's going to continue to do that next year with men's gatherings and going to this base camp in March. And I'm also really excited about this idea we have about 3-week Bible studies to launch new life groups and to get people that are scared from moving to the auditorium into a home they don't know, getting these life groups set up for 3-week Bible studies here, and then get people into homes. And you are all right in the middle of that. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Love you guys so much. Marky and I just think the world of each of you. We pray for you all the time. We talk about how great you are all the time. I brag about you as often as I can. And I cannot wait to do life with you in 2016 and to grow God's kingdom with you in 2016. Whoever finds God finds life.